Principles of Economics, Microeconomical Theory and Application by Dr. Tripo Mwenifumbo. Today we are beginning the lesson 2, which has got many parts. On the lesson 2 of Principles of Economics, we are going to look at economical models and methods. Remember, this lesson is coming from the book entitled Principles of Microeconomics, which is Microeconomic Theory and Application, written by Dr. Tripo Mwenifumbo. This book is a great introduction to microeconomics that you have ever met. It covers supply and demand, market structures, and public policies. This book is suitable for students and individuals seeking to understand market fundamentals. So in this module, which is lesson 2, we are going to look at economical models and methods, and particularly we are going to look at economical modeling and assumptions. Then we are going to look at opportunity costs and trade-offs, and we are going to look at economic data and analysis. So as well, we are going to divide these lessons into 3 parts. Let's dive into the first part, which is economical modeling and assumptions. What is economical models? When we talk about economical models, we are simply saying simplified representation of economical reality. So these are simplified representation of economical reality used to understand and predict economical behavior. So economical models employs variable and relationships to illustrate complex processes, often used mathematical and visual representation. So in economics, when we are using economical models, we use the mathematical and visual representation so that you are able to assess and the reality of the economy, or the reality and of economy, and you are able to understand the behavior of economy. So it is we use mathematical and visual. So when we talk about mathematical, we are talking about there are formulas that are used to be able to predict the economical behavior, and also there are visual representations like graphs that are used to represent the economical behavior. So common economical models include those focused on supply and demand, utility, maximizing, and production functions, and game theory. So economical models often use mathematical or graphical tools. These tools can be used to analyze the effects of various policies or to make predictions about future economical outcomes. I'll give this as an assignment on you coming up with uh, the visual or the mathematical or graphical tool to illustrate the various policies to make predictions about economical outcome. So this is how the economical model is viewed. So there is economical models, then there is circular flow model and production possibility model. So there are 2 elements that are found in economical model. There is what is called circular flow model and also production possibility model. Now, what are the most common type of economical model? The law of demand and the law of supply are represented in one very commonly used economical model. So there is what is called the law of demand and the law of supply. That is where now you put the graph where here there is demand and here there is supply. And in that graph, that's where now you are able to draw and to see how the demand is going versus the what is called the supply. So here you put the demand and then there is supply. So you are able to see you are able to compare the demand and the supply, and that you create the what is called Cresco model. So the law of demand states with all the factors remaining unchanged, the quantity of product or service that is demanded will increase when price has decreased. So now this is the model of scarcity. When there is when the when there is demand, all the factors will remain the same, but the quantity of product or service that is demanded will increase when the price has decreased. So when the price has decreased, you'd find that people will buy more products. That is what we mean when we say the law of demand. So people will buy more products when the price is decreased. And when the price is increased, then people will reduce in buying that product. So let's look at these economical models. So this is the graph that we are talking about. Economical models are simplified representation of economical phenomena. Models show the relationships between economical variables in order to explain economical phenomena. So that is where now we are talking about demand and supply. So that will help us to understand on predicting how the product is going to move. For example, if the product is the demand is high, then automatically the price goes up. Why? Because the demand is high, and meaning that the production or that product in the market is less. And when there is more product in the market and there is less demand, then automatically the price is going to go down. So they allow the diagnosis of economical phenomena and the forecast of future behavior of variables. They allow the design of economical policies. So now, what the government does when they are creating policies, they'll be able to open the sector. For example, if the government puts more money in agriculture, let's say production of maize, so that will mean that there'll be more maize in the market and the price of maize is going to go down. And that is what the economy works. So if they want to increase uh, they want to reduce the price of maize, they have to pump in more money in farming of maize so that the meal meal may reduce. So the more bags of or the more production in of maize will also be aggregate to the decrease in prices. So that's why you see that, we have seen this trend in Zambia, whereby in the beginning of the year or the middle of the year, the price of mirimil goes up or goes down. And as we approach December to February, you find that the price of mealie meal goes down. Why? Because of scarcity of the product. So economical models or simplified representation. These economical models are abstract representation of real-world economic system designed to simplify complex relationships and focus on key variables. Then there is also theoretical framework model, which is this model provide a theoretical framework for understanding economic phenomena and making predictions. So through theoretical framework, we are able to predict that, okay, since there is much supply of maize this time, so at one time there will be the shortage of maize. And I like the biblical principles. Look at Joseph. When there was much rain, Joseph interpreted when we have more, there will be a time of scarcity. So there is a time of plentiful and the time of scarcity. So during the time of scarcity or the plentiful, you are able to predict that there will be the time when there will be scarcity. So that is the theoretical framework. So you understand that the availability of products this time, like if we have a lot of maize and the price goes down, you may find that that maize will be consumed in a certain period, and afterwards the demand is going to go up. Then there is assumptions, which is the models rely on assumptions about human behavior, market condition, and other factors. Now, the assumption theory, it's specifically assumes the behavior of people, as I've been saying. When there is too much demand, or when there is much products in the much of that particular product in the market, the price is going to be reduced, and the people are going to buy that product and they're going to misuse that product, and in the end it is going to finish, and again people are going to sort out that products. So the types of economic models, we said there are mathematical models. Use mathematical equations to describe economical relationships. So that is where now you are able to predict or to use the mathematical. You say, okay, there are 1,000 people who are using maize, and in this maize they are eating so much bags of maize, and the quantity of maize that we have in this farming season, it is so much. So since the quantity of maize is so much and the consumption at the moment is about this, so we expect the maize to finish by this time, and because of that then the demand is going to go up. Then there is also graphical models, which uses graphics and diagrams to illustrate economical concepts. So that is where now you put the graphics, and those graphics, they are able to show the decrease and the increase in prices, or the decrease and increase in the availability of products. Then there is also what is called economical matrix models. Use statistic methods to estimate economical relationships. So that is where now you estimate, you use statistics by saying, okay, since this time it is like this, so in the future, in a near future, it will be like this. So that is what is called economical models. So in the next class, we are going to look at economical methods. So today we have we are ending here on economical models, and let's meet in the another class on economical methods. Remember this to order this book entitled The Principles of Economy, written by Dr. Twipo Mwentfumbo. Thank you so much and God bless you. Meet you in the next class.